Hi, I'm Janine Fafard from StressfulToSoulful.com, and I'm very happy to invite you to practice the 5 Tibetans with us in the beautiful Macau Lodge in Costa Rica, where I have been teaching them and yoga classes for about 25 years. My friends are going to demonstrate the Tibetans, and then I will do a full routine. Here, Carlos is showing you the spinning clockwise, holding his right arm in front of him so that he's not getting so dizzy. You can go at the speed you want, and you can do the number you want, but no need to do more than 21. He is putting his hands in front of his eyes and stomping his feet to help stop the spinning. Then, in the classical form, he's taking 4 breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, to integrate the posture. Here, Paula is showing us the second Tibetan. Inhaling, legs and head up, exhaling, legs and head down. As you can see, she doesn't touch her heels to the ground, which makes the practice a little bit stronger for your abdominals. Now she's pulling her knee to her and the other leg up and giving herself a little lift so that she's protecting her lower back to come back up. Alejandra is showing us the third Tibetan, which is a variation of the camel. As you can see, her hands are below the buttocks, and on the inhale, she's bending backward. On the exhale, she's lowering the head forward. When you're doing that exercise, you try to keep elongating in the spine as much as possible. Carlos comes back to show us the fourth Tibetan. This one, as you can see, the hands are close to the hips. The feet do not move from where they are. Exhaling down and inhaling up. Exhaling down, the head falls down also. And now Carlos is going to show a little variation in case you are not very strong with your arms. You bend your knees, you put your hands a little bit further back, and you're lifting up and you're going down, which is a little easier on your arms. The same thing, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. When you're coming up, you try to come up a little bit from the ragdoll position. Now, Anebi is going to demonstrate the fifth Tibetan, which is a little more difficult than most of the others. And she's going to do it really slow motion so I can explain carefully what you're supposed to do, because many people do this movement much too fast and they hurt their lower back. Here, there is a variation that you will probably not see very often. Look at her heels. Her heels are way up as if they are glued or stuck in cement. She's inhaling all the way up, like the posture of the downward dog, and exhaling down. The fact that the heels stay in that position protects the lower back. You're not crunching your vertebrae. The head follows beautifully the line of the spine. Inhaling up and exhaling down. You can do the 5 Tibetans at the speed you want, but I always suggest that at the beginning for a few weeks you should do them slowly. It is much, much better. And now she's finishing by going into the child position. Now, you could also turn around and lay on your back. Now I'm going to do the whole flow of the 5 Tibetans. I'm going to do only 10 repetitions so that if you want to try with me, it is not too much for a first time. Preparing for the first Tibetan, I extend my right arm and I start spinning clockwise. Again, choose your own speed. If you're not familiar with spinning, you may get dizzy a little fast. As you can see, I'm stomping my feet a little bit and then putting my hands in front of my eyes to stop the spinning. And then doing the 4 breaths. One thing that I've liked to include after so many years teaching them is the ragdoll, going in and going out of each posture. Now, preparing for the second Tibetan, inhaling the legs and the head up, exhaling the legs and the head down. Holding my shoulders as much as possible to the ground. Again, to lift up and protect my lower back, I'm using this little variation and lifting up in a ragdoll fashion, doing the 4 breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Lowering myself slowly to the 3rd Tibetan, the camel variation. Hands below the buttocks, head falls down forward on the exhale, and I inhale backward. Use the arms as a lever to support yourself and keep the spine long, even in the back bend. These movements are really waking up all your energy centers. They keep you really strong and energized all through the day if you're doing them in the morning. Not very good to do at night because you may not sleep. Here, again, I came out into the ragdoll and doing the 4 breaths. And slowly going down for the 4th Tibetan. Hands by the hips, feet flex, which keeps much more energizing the legs. Inhaling up, exhaling down. When you inhale up, make sure that your toes are grabbing the floor. Very often people keep their toes up. And again, you can make the number of repetition that is easier for you. Coming out into a ragdoll, unfolding like a little fern, taking the 4 breaths. And slowly getting ready for the 5th Tibetan. Keeping the heels high up. One way to do it at the beginning is put your feet against the wall. And that way you're going to be sure to keep your heels up. I'm doing it, of course, a little faster than a maybe, but you don't have to do it fast. Here it is extremely important to protect the lower back. Going into child to rest and integrate all those 5 Tibetans.